What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary reaction video. So we got Diana Taurasi goes crazy as Caitlin Clark owns the Phoenix Mercury again, man. So obviously we know, family, they played uh last night, which I believe was July 12th. Um, let's continue. Let's get along with the video. Actually, sorry.
Caitlin Clark just exploded on the court against the Phoenix Mercury. Diana wasn't playing because she was injured, but she was watching Caitlin cooking her team and even argued with the ref.
Mm.
The rookie is playing like a veteran, but not
Must be a hard frustration, especially for a great like her, let alone veteran, to sit there and watch her team get demolished as she's injured and has to sit to the side. Always a finger biting, tough thing to embark on or embrace.
everything was smooth in that game. Imagine this, Clark was flying in the first half, dishing out assists, scoring baskets, grabbing rebounds. It looked like the Fever were going to crush them, but then in the second half, things got tense. The Mercury almost turned the game around, guys. It was so obvious that even Clark lost her cool and punched the bench. Seriously, I've never seen her that mad. If you're also hooked on this insane WNBA season, don't waste time. Click the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any details of everything that's happening. Guys, let's talk about the madness that was Clark's first half. She stepped onto the court with fire in her eyes. In the first quarter alone, the girl already had 5 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. That's insane. There are many players out there who don't achieve that in a whole game.
True.
But wait, she didn't stop there. In the second quarter, Clark
Dang, bro, disrespectful, bro. Over here trying to witness greatness and you over here doing stuff like this, bro. That's disrespectful.
Clark kept cooking. She wasn't just shooting threes and distributing the ball. The girl was attacking the paint like a veteran. The result? She finished the first half with 18 points. And you know what's crazier? The arena was packed.
Look at that face, though. She got that pirate face, you know what I'm saying?
Everyone cheering, shouting her name. It's like Clark had hypnotized all of Indianapolis. I've been following her from the start, and man, I've never seen anything like it. She's playing on another level. But hold on, the story doesn't end at halftime. The second half was a different story. Remember I said Clark was flying? Well, it seems the Fever decided to land at the wrong time. The Mercury came at them with everything. The 20-point lead at halftime started melting away like ice cream in the sun. And guess what? The Fever simply disconnected. The ball stopped going to Clark, the defense started failing, and the offense. Don't even get me started. It was so obvious that even Clark lost her patience. Seriously, I've never seen her so upset. At one point, she punched the bench. Can you believe it? The girl who's always smiling.
Bro, come on, bro. When you are great like that, you take every game personal. Her whole objective every game she plays is to win, bro.
Out assists was there, incredibly frustrated. And look, this isn't the first time this has happened. The Fever have had this problem in other games. They start flying and then out of nowhere, it seems like they forget how to play basketball. I'll be honest with you, if the Fever had lost this lead, I wouldn't be...
Okay, so that means a team overall objective need to be is they know how to gain the lead. That's not the issue, but they need to know how to sustain having a lead and maintain it and finish it out all the way to the end, because it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But they can start great, they just have to end phenomenal, and they have the capability to do that. It's just obviously they have to work towards it, you know what I'm saying? Keeping that momentum, keeping that hustle, not losing a defensive stance on things, and you know, sticking it out.
If the coaching staff got fired. It was close, but really close. Clark was there, wanting the ball, wanting to make a difference, but the whole team was a bit lost. You could see in her eyes how much it hurt. And for those of us who follow her, man, it hurt us too. But look, even with all this roller coaster, the Fever managed to hold on and take the victory. And let's talk stats, because folks, numbers don't lie. Let's start with our girl. She ended the night with 20 points, 13 assists, and...
What? Come on now. 20 points, 13 assists, and 6 rebounds, man. Hey, man. But still, man, they need to, I feel like they just need to know how to, ain't no way you're gonna have a 20-point lead. You got to carry the game out, man. It can't just be Caitlin Clark doing it. Our teammates got to get it together too.
6 rebounds. Are you kidding me? 38 minutes on the court and a double-double. She had some turnovers, true, but also grabbed a steal and made 2 blocks. Clark's showing she's not just a scoring machine, she does it all on the court. Now, Kelsey Mitchell, she was on fire. Finished with 28 points, hitting 11 of 19 field goals, 3 3-pointers in the mix, and 100% from the free throw line. Mitchell was impossible to guard. And we can't forget Aaliyah Boston, 21 points and 13 rebounds. That's right, another double-double for the Fever. Boston dominated under the
She's pretty good.
basket, grabbing 8 offensive rebounds. That's pure dominance. These 3 together, man, they're a nightmare for any defense. Clark distributing the game, Mitchell punishing from long range, and Boston dominating the boards. When they're in sync like this, it seems unstoppable. But we know that numbers are great, but they don't tell the whole story. The Fever needs to find a way to keep this chemistry for the entire game, because when it works wonders. And this win was very important for the Fever. With this victory, the Fever is holding
Well,
on
you
to
got to give them credit, man. They're still finding a footing. You know what I'm saying? They learning each other. I don't expect them to be perfect. They just game by game, just continue to progress and grow and sustain that chemistry with each other. Learn what works. Everybody figure out their role and a piece of the game, and be a superstar at their role. In regards of when they need to step up, when they need to give a little bit more, and when they need to give a little bit less. And I can see them doing that. Every game, analyzing it, you can tell looking at footage and breaking it down and seeing how to be even better from a team standpoint, regards to their weaknesses and strengths, and really building on their strengths and also building their weaknesses up. And you got to give it to them, man.
playoff race. And let's face it, everyone wants to see Clark in the playoffs, right? Imagine this, Caitlin Clark in a best-of-3 series with all the pressure and intensity of the playoffs. That would be insane. We who follow her know how much she steps up in decisive moments. But to get there, the Fever needs to solve this consistency issue. They can't keep giving these scares.
They will.
A team that allows a near comeback like this in the second half might struggle in the playoffs. The thing is, Clark can't carry the team on her back all the time. We saw what happens when the ball stops going to her. The offense stalls, the defense gets lost, and then it's downhill from there. This victory shows that the Fever has the potential to be a dangerous team. With Clark, Mitchell, and Boston playing at this level, they can give anyone a hard time. But they need to maintain this level for 40 minutes, not just 20. And I'll tell you, if the Fever can bring this energy for the rest of the season,
They need to figure out their weaknesses within the next half of the game. The first half, they do phenomenal, and then we'll figure it out. They'll figure it
we
out.
might be witnessing the birth of a new title contender. Is it too early to say that? Maybe. But with Clark leading, I wouldn't doubt anything. The deal now is to stay focused, game by game. Every win counts. Every performance like this brings the Fever closer to the playoffs. And man, I can't wait to see what Clark will do when she gets there. And Clark's performance in this game heated up another topic, the race for Rookie of the Year. Did you know Angel Reese recently passed Clark in the rankings? Yeah. And
Do you guys feel like, this is my question, do you guys feel like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark will be like co-rookies of the year? I'm curious. Comment down below. I mean, I know that doesn't exist, but still, but I feel like you got to give it to Caitlin Clark. I haven't really paid attention too much to Angel Reese. And I can't pay attention. I have a low attention span to pay attention to a hater, but let's continue.
Clark is not happy about that. Knowing Caitlin as we do, we can be sure she's using that as fuel. Every game now is a chance for her to prove she deserves this title. Maybe that's why she punched the bench when they were almost losing. Clark isn't just putting up numbers, she's changing the game.
I want to buy your...
I don't feel like she's really worried about the Rookie of the Year. It would be great, but I don't feel like no player is there game by game worrying about that. If anything, a championship would be better than a Rookie of the Year, but I feel like she's just focused on growth right now.
Game for the Fever, filling arenas, making the crowd go wild with every pass, every shot. That should all count when deciding who's the best rookie. And you know what's crazier? This race is raising the level of both of them. Clark is playing as if every night is decisive for the award. And in
Yeah,
a
I
way, it
mean,
is. For
every
me, who's been
every
following
night is not only decisive for this award, but to take it a step further, decisive to where they would be in regards of a playoff standpoint. You know what I'm saying?
from the start, it's clear she deserves this award. But what I think doesn't matter, right? It's the numbers, the impact on the team, the consistency
Is
throughout the
what
season.
matters.
One thing I know,
Because
if
even in the NBA, the person with they can have a great season and have the greatest numbers, but they don't really consider that a rookie of the year. The rookie of the year is more so every rookie of the year for the most part. Sometimes they team be having the worst or not as good as record, or not as having as good of a scoring numbers, but they are impactful around and made a big impact in regards to the team just their first year in the league. You know what I'm saying?
keeps playing like this, dominating both ends of the court, leading the Fever to the playoffs, it'll be hard to deny her the trophy. But we know that in sports, nothing is guaranteed. That's why
True.
we love it, right? Now it's about keeping an eye on every game because this Rookie of the Year race promises to be as exciting as the playoff chase. But guys, let's be serious here. The Fever is on a tightrope and it's no small thing. This win was important, but it exposed a serious problem that could cost them dearly in the playoffs. What happens if the Fever keeps having these performance drops in the middle of the game? And
They
if
have
Clark
to be able to get there and really stand their footing and their ground on their defense. I feel like the defense, they have to know how to maintain the momentum of getting stops. Offensively, they also have to know how to operate when Caitlin Clark isn't there. Primarily, the offense is being seen as running through Caitlin Clark as her being an offensive threat and her being the player they run the offense through. But they also have to know how to collectively, everybody have a piece to touch the ball and get the momentum to score and have the overall objective to see the floor for what it is and utilizing their basketball IQ. Aaliyah, she's a good job as a big person. It's my first time ever looking at the guard, the short guard that did a couple of 3 pointers. I think her name is Michelle. Comment down below if I'm wrong. But correct me if I'm wrong. I think he mentioned
can't save the day every time. We
that is
saw how
true.
frustrated she got, punching the bench. That can affect not only her performance, but the whole team's. And there's more. Other teams aren't fools. They're seeing these flaws, these moments of disconnection. You can bet that in upcoming games, especially if the Fever makes it to the playoffs, opponents will try to exploit these weaknesses. Clark is playing on another level, we know that. But basketball is a team sport. If the rest of the team doesn't keep
Obviously.
up, if they can't maintain the intensity for 40 minutes, it could be tough to do well in the playoffs. The Fever needs to solve this, and fast. The season is moving forward. The games are getting more and more important. If they don't find a solution to this instability, they might see everything they fought for slip through their fingers. The question remains, will the Fever manage to adjust in time, or will the pressure be too much for this
believe
young
they will.
team led by Clark? Despite all these challenges, we can't deny it. The Fever and Caitlin Clark are giving us an unforgettable season. Every
An unforgettable season, let alone an unforgettable transformation. I feel like that'll be fine. Make a quick adjustments. That's all it's about. It's about adjusting as a team. And then when you adjust, you know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You know how to approach.
is an emotional roller coaster, and we never know what to expect. And you know what's the coolest thing about all this? We're witnessing the rise of a star. Clark isn't just playing well, she's redefining what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. She's making history right before our eyes. Now, I want to know what you think. Can the Fever solve these consistency problems? Will Clark win Rookie of the Year? Leave your opinions in the comments.
I
And
say
if you're
yes to
enjoying
both.
this analysis of the WNBA season, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell too so you don't miss any videos about the craziness of this season. With every like and subscription, you help me bring more content about Clark and the Fever to you. And believe me, the way things are going, we'll have a lot to discuss in the coming weeks.
Well, comment down below, family. I'm curious. I'm gonna read some of the comments over here on the video. Um, Kaylin can't carry the team on her back all the time, man. She's carrying the entire league on her back. I do agree. Wrong sides should be fired now. She is sabotaging. CC every game. Caitlin Clark every game. Caitlin Clark is the rookie GOAT. I agree. The Fever team always resorts to play ground ball, giving up big leads. Clark scored 18 points in the first half. Then in the second half, the Fever teammates forgotten that Caitlin was on the court. they and the coach do not seem to realize that they are a better team letting Caitlin run the offense, what she does a great job orchestrating the offense. She is too smart and talented of a player to sit on the bench. Caitlin is the first rookie in the WNBA to record 400 points, 100 rebounds, 150 assists. How can you waste talent like this? Okay. It's the weakness of the coach. Don't blame the players. I feel like the coach just has to gear plays around the team's strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, the key players, you got Aaliyah, you got Caitlin Clark. Um, you know what I'm saying? She got her teammates, you got Michelle. Michelle can be a ball hog a bit. I see one commenter saying that. I can see that. Caitlin Clark was pissed at her coach who does everything she can to blow the W. She and two other teammates got double doubles. Michelle is a ball hog. Coaching staff needs to be fired. I feel like Aaliyah and Caitlin Clark does a great job within their chemistry. Their chemistry is phenomenal. Michelle, she did come up with some threes or whatever, but I feel like she has to know her role. And then the trio can do a lot of good of a chemistry. But right now, the duo between Aaliyah and Caitlin Clark is phenomenal. Comment down below how you guys feel about that, in my opinion on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, family, peace.